The challenge, of course, is keeping them invested in the overall effort. You may have a top engineer who, simply corrects mistakes of others because it's just easier than working with them to improve the actual performance. Now, while this might work in the short term, what impact will it have over time? Perhaps your top salesperson always steps in on important meetings rather than taking the time to prep less experienced people on how to handle the critical relationships. Now, when these practices become apparent, it is your responsibility as a leader to address them. If you don't, you'll end up with people who lag in their performance for the long term, and that's a real challenge. Think of the expense of that over time. Consider the top performers you have on your team. How can you ensure that those in supervisory roles are staying on top of those needing help or maybe correction? And at the same time, how can you ensure that those working as individual contributors refrain from allowing less than adequate performance to lag? Vigilance on your part is essential in this situation. This will ensure the top performers remain top performers, not just for themselves, but for the entire organization. What do you do to ensure these challenges don't arise within your organization? We'd all like to know. Add your ideas to the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to this channel for another practical insight just like these. I'm Bob Wendover.